Yeah, sex and astrology. Capricorn the goat. Capricorn rising style. You ready? You ready for Valentine's Day? Let's talk about it. Pew. Hey, what's up, good people? It's Eric Taylor back with my series, Sex and Astrology, talking about Capricorn rising, okay? Sex in the chart and also Valentine's Day 2026. So if you're the Cap rising, we're dealing with the 5th house of Taurus, okay? The 8th house of Leo and the 12th house of Sagittarius. So there's definitely this energy of being grounded and practical. Uranus is direct now, and it's there in your 5th house. We'll talk about that. But just in general, Taurus, you want something that is very sensual, very smelling good and intimate. Excuse me, very tactile. But games, something that's solid and stable. You know, Taurus is very spiritual and sensual. So if your heart is into it for the 5th house of dating, romance, fun, sex, it could literally be a Taurus sun, moon, rising, or somebody that's like, you know, got their own business, or their throat chakra's wide open. They're into seeing, you know, poetry, and they go to, you know, live shows and concerts, and you meet them there, and you're just having a great time. Now, Leo in the 8th house for you Cap risings, oof, meow. You're just a big kitten. You want to purr and be petted on, and be stretched out and rubbed on and get a lot of attention and love in the bedroom and sex. I know how you get down, Cap risings. You know, it's nice because Leo can be very generous, and you know, Leo sun, moon, rising can be very attracted to you, Cap risings. So they may want to sexually please you, but then, you know, they want the spotlight turned back on them to please them too. So it's a little bit of a pleasure war. That's the good thing about the Leo energy there in the 8th house. Everybody should be smiling at the end of the day, right? And you know, with Leo, there's not really rules or limitations. It's just like let's just be in the sun, you know. When you're dealing with the 12th house Sagittarius, that's the bachelorette sign, Don Juan, Don Juanita. So for Cap risings, you know, work hard, play hard, but really you just want to explore and travel the world. And you could also explore and travel in your bedroom. A lot of international ladies or international fellas. You can be, you know, definitely having sex with people from any culture, any background. People you meet from work, or you meet traveling or abroad, or people that are just willing to expand their mind and consciousness. You could have a very deep, well thought out conversation, and the next thing you know, it turns into hot sex. Hot sex on a platter. Yeah, I mean, definitely. But, you know, Capricorn risings, you guys are pretty serious about your business, but that business can be extended to the bedroom as well. You know, so having Taurus, Leo, and Sag, those can be the energies that are actually best for you in the bedroom. The Leos will be attracted to you more than most. But at the same time, it's definitely an energy where you know, there's a lot of passion. You have a lot of passion, a lot of sex to connect with. So let's look at the chart and also the energy for Valentine's Day. For my goats out there, Capricorn rising. Keep rising to the top. Capricorn the goat, sex in the chart, and Valentine's Day 2026. Capricorn rising style. Pew. Yo, Cap risings. So we're looking at sex in the chart before we get into Valentine's Day. Cap rising, your chart ruler is Saturn. And you know that right now is in your 4th house to 2028. That and Neptune to 2039. So that's interesting in terms of what's going on in your emotional mind, who you may want to bring home. The 5th house, like I said, Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Very creative people you could be attracted to. You're attracted to people who are in the arts, self-expression, but people who also are about crystals, making money, and have good self-worth and values. Okay. Obviously, in a relationship, you want someone that turns a house into a home with the Cancer. But we're talking about sex in the chart in the 8th house, with the Leo here, it's got the big kitten effect. But just remember, this is what's sex that's more private and hidden or after the marriage. And so you should save your big light for the intimacy of the bedroom. You don't, Cap Risings, you don't let everybody know you're a freak flag and how you sexually get down until they're one-on-one with you in the bedroom. And then the great reveal, and they're like, whoa. And you're like, yeah. Whoa, yeah. And that's good, though. That's how it should be. And Capricorns are pretty reserved and classy like that. You really won't know until you get to that moment. And then you'll be pleasantly surprised. And then, with the Sag in the 12th house, like I said, a lot of adventure. And Sag is a very sexual sign. Top 5, I would say. Leo and Gemini, Scorpio, Sag and Virgo. So that Sagittarius, though, there is this non-committal energy. They kind of do want freedom to explore. But doesn't mean they can't be loyal in a sexual relationship or in the bedroom. Just means they're going to be good at it. They're going to be good at it, and it's going to be fun. Okay. So let's look at sex and astrology in the chart for you, Cap Risings, you goats, for Valentine's Day. Because your chart ruler being in the 4th house, there could be some restrictions in your home. And maybe you're going out on dates, and this Taurus, Uranus, you suddenly meet somebody at a show or a play. You suddenly open up your heart chakra, and you're just like playing games and this and that, and you meet somebody and you're like, whoa, okay. Uranus, Taurus, Valentine's Day, anything could play out. That Leo's kind of empty, but you got Jupiter 7th house, so you could have some options of who you go out with. But I will say, with the Leo energy there, just the vertex there, it's definitely about sharing your heart and your light with that person, so that there's that sexual undertone of like, I'm going to be more than generous, and I'm going to please you, and I want you to please me too. Okay, so that's going to be nice. And then obviously the Sag in the 12th house, the true Black Moon Lilith is in Scorpio, but this average position is there. So there's just sexual energy that's kind of intense. Could be friends, friends first and then the hookup. Galactic Center, there's definitely that energy of having something that's kind of, intimate and private and spiritual. But I think for Cap Risings, they're taking a time away from working and handling their business. So then they want to work hard, and they play harder. They want to handle their business and feel and give pleasure. Right, Cap Risings? I mean, hey, let me know if I'm wrong. But, you guys, Taurus, Leo, Sag, that's very sensual, pleasurable, dramatic sexual energy for Valentine's Day. So I wish you nothing but the best, Cap Risings. Reach out. Sex in the chart and astrology, $90, 45 minutes via Zoom. 5th, 8th, 12th house, Venus, Mars, Lilith, Pluto, and the Moon. This chart reading is definitely for you, so you better book it soon. All right. BigEAstro Astrology, Cap Risings, sex in the chart. Pew. The GOAT, Cap Rising, sex in astrology and sex in the chart for Capricorn Rising and Valentine's Day 2026. Wish you well. Hope you're doing well, Cap Risings. And yeah, little Taurus, Leo, Sag action. I ain't mad at you. Definitely look at your personal chart and book a personal reading so you can see, based on your planets, how you deal with sex in the birth chart. It can be extremely helpful and informative because it's very personal to your chart. It's not a chart. It's not a cookie cutter, one size fits all. All right. So enjoy your Valentine's Day, though. Definitely the throat chakra will be wide open. Mars, Pluto, Sun, second house. Don't get into arguments. And just remember, love is just around the corner in the local community with Venus, Mercury in the North Node and Pisces. All right, Cap Risings. Have a great Valentine's Day. Hit me up for the chart reading, Sex in the Chart, $90, 45 minutes. And let's learn about sex and astrology. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. All right. Enjoy Valentine's Day and Sex in the Chart, Cap Risings. Goat style. Peace. Later.